Hello everyone, this is a interesting start to an episode, but a couple things have happened. First of all, I've done a tiny bit of work on my base in between episodes, nothing like crazy. I've made the wall a little bit like taller, and as you can see over there, I started working on getting the making this wall smooth, and then we can do one last little. I think it's like 2 more stone layers actually, and then we can move on to the deep slate, just because I want to be able to get a bunch of progress done this episode. I thought I might as well do some in between episodes. Also, you may have noticed that I have a zoom thing now, and Optifabric still isn't a thing as of recording the intro. I just got like a zoom mod, and I can even zoom in more. I probably won't really use that much. And I also have like a shaders thing as well. So if I can I can just press this and I have shaders. And I also have like a dynamic lights, and it's basically I'm just simulating Optifine without the connected textures or an Optifine cape. But anyways, you don't really care about that. But anyways, what we need to do now quickly before we do anything else is I'm gonna go and get Dor and Elytra. I mean, no one's online right now, but I'm gonna get him in Elytra because he lost his. Mainly it was my fault, so I feel bad. So I'm going over to the end right now to go and get him new Elytra. I hope that this is enough materials. I have Elytra, rockets. I think that's everything. And the end is just about here, so let's go in. That's interesting. Alright, so the thing about being on a server is that all the end cities are pretty much looted. I know that this way, this little section here is the most populated area. Oh, and there's an Enderman trying to kill me. But I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it really depends on where the. Yeah, I think the best way to go is probably like this way. I would say, because there's no gateways that way, and I don't know if many people. This is like the least convenient way to go. So I think I'm just gonna go that way. Alright, so I'm just gonna fly across the end void. This is a little bit scary, but if you know what you're doing, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Quick intermission while we're flying. Oh, okay, well, we see the end. And we have made it. You know, something that I need to, mod that I need to get is something to remove fog, because that's very interesting. I'm gonna fly around for a bit, and I'm just gonna fly around until hopefully I find an end city. I don't know if anyone has gone this way. For all I know, like the first end city I find could be, but who knows? I could be looking for a while. And also, I'm determined to not use chunk base, just because I wanna see if I can find one on my own. That is a terrible sign. Just that means someone's been here, and also I'm very concerned. Like, okay, I'm curious what situation someone had to be to make this, because they must have had to bridge over here and then gotten all the way over here, and then you think maybe they must have like pearled or something, but like how come they wouldn't have pearled from earlier? And if they came from this way, then how did they? I'm very curious as to how that situation came to be. Anyways, I'm wasting time. Let's see if we can actually find one. Oh, it feels like end city generation is just like super low. Like I've been flying for like a while, and I haven't even found a single end city. Oh, speaking of the devil, this has been looted though. It's kind of interesting that someone. Alright, I'm gonna fly in a direction that like you would think you shouldn't go in, like this way. I feel like this is a good way because it doesn't look like there's anything this way, but maybe there might be. Why is there not an? This seems like the perfect place for an entity to spawn, right here. But I guess it just doesn't exist. Oh. Okay. Dragon head has not been taken. Hopefully that means. Yep. Okay, nice. We have a unlooted entity. There we go. By the way, if you're levitating underneath the surface, don't crouch, because then you get stuck in the crouch position. I guess I'll go around, and I will get all the I'll get all the shulker shells here. I might as well. I didn't mean to crouch. Oh, this is so much more difficult. Actually, that was a lot easier. Okay. Okay, grab a shulker shell and leave before those little things can hit me. Also, while I'm here, I feel like this is a good time. I want to give like a little guide on like how to loot end cities effectively with some tips that I've learned, because it'll save you a lot of time. So if you're looking for primarily just shulker shells, like shulker, whatever those guys are, shulkers, then you can pretty much search in any room. I'm pretty sure almost every single room has one. But if you're looking for chests, just a quick like little thing here. Any room that has like 3 tiers like this will have a chest and an ender chest in the back. And if you ever see like a little tower like this, that means there's a bunch of shulkers in there, and there will be 2 chests up there. But if you ever see a room like, let's see if I can find one like this, and it's only 2 tiers, or if you see like a 1-tier room, then that means that there isn't any chests in there, and there won't be any chests in like these little skinny pillars, if that makes sense. I swear, sometimes when I'm in an end city, I feel like I'm gonna get the great view from up here advancement. Like, there's so many shulkers. And we have made it. And boop. Alright, well, I just got a mending book from Classic Space, and I'm gonna head over to Door's base. And I'm just gonna leave him this little gift here, which will have the elytra. I'll put in 2 shulker shells, the mending book. We'll even throw him some diamonds. I'm just gonna leave this sign here, so whenever he sees it, he can grab that. Alright, anyways, on with the episode. And now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly do a tiny bit of work. I'm not gonna time-lapse this, because it's not gonna be too much effort. But I'm gonna just make this little smooth part here, go all the way around to here. I might do like a quick, like, little 15-second time-lapse or montage or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then we will start the actual thing. And I guess you could say me saying quote-unquote a tiny bit of work turned into a insane montage of me pretty much finishing the entire project. So you may remember, in the last episode, I think it was, Turtle finally built something on this island that he bought from me. And he made it look really nice. I really, I like this area a lot. I like the bamboo, and I like the way that he did this. And I also own a island that is right near his base. So what I'm going to do is and most like little like things like this, they see who can. It isn't usually to be nice, but for this I'm gonna see if I can out nice him. Is that even a word? Basically, I'm gonna see if I can make the area around his base look better than he made it for me. But we're gonna see if we can do that, and I have an idea which involves that island. So I think I don't really need very many materials. All I really need is wood, which is a perfect excuse to finally make an axe, because I actually don't have like an axe that has like enchantments on it, which is kind of funny. And I will finally make one. And I think I have all of the books here. Oh no, I need them breaking. The only thing I won't have on it is sharpness, but that's fine. And also, I know I'm weird because I like fortune on my axe. I just don't really like silk touch. But anyways, let's fly over there and let's hope that we can get a unbreaking. Hopefully like one of the enchantments is unbreaking. And hopefully there's actual lapis in the end, because people tend to keep on taking it. But in case you didn't watch the last episode, this is the island that we're going to be making it on. So this is Turtle's base, and it's like directly next to it. It's also going to be like near spawn, because spawn is quite literally by this like little building there. So then I proceeded to enchant the axe, got all the enchantments I needed, gather all the materials, and then I even made a time lapse of me making it. But yeah, what a great time lapse, Jag. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have a time lapse for it, but at least you can see the final product. I mean, this build doesn't look the best, but at least with shaders it doesn't look too bad. And And I mean, I guess anything looks decent with shaders. But, I mean, at least this build isn't like too bad with shaders. But something that does look bad with shaders is my FPS. But the only issue is without shaders, yeah. Okay, so some very counterintuitive things are about to happen, but yeah, basically I mined like a bunch of deep slate and I made this little ring here, but I don't actually think that I want to use any more deep slate in this build. I was looking at it like this and I almost feel like it's finished. I almost feel like it doesn't need that extra layer to look complete. Like if you look over here, it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it has a chance of looking a bit better with this, but I really feel like it looks better with like the darker material being like the top, because with this it doesn't really feel like the end is like really set in stone, no pun intended. But I feel like this just makes it a lot better. So what I'm going to do instead of doing this is I'm gonna tear this down, this little like extension here. The only real thing that I would need to do is do this, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even really, I think I might just get rid of that because it doesn't look the best. And let's be honest, if I put it off for this long, it's clearly saying something. So I feel like I'm going to get rid of that. And there's also a couple other things that I need to do before I can call my base complete. One is I need to fill in all these holes, but there's like a couple things about my base that might give you OCD, so if you have bad OCD, just a warning. But my base there's a lot of jank to it in a way. One, a creeper blew up this a long time ago, so this isn't correct. Towards the beginning of the season, for the Doomsday games, I basically blew all of this up to try and kill Turtle, which failed, so it wasn't even worth it. But you might notice some differences in the design. It's not even, is basically what I'm saying. And even worse is that this side here, this isn't even close. This is a one block centered base, and there's a lot of things that I need to fix. And I want to make some sort of map of the base, like a map of not just the base, but I want to see. I mean, I'll make a map of the base, but if I have extra time, I want to make like a map of the entire like area. But I might do that towards the end, who knows. And in terms of entrances to this place, I actually don't think that we need an entrance because we have a big massive entrance in the sky. But I do want to incorporate this old base. I want to like fix it up because I made this in like episode 1, and there's been a lot of like, you know, I still like the design of like the barrels being up here and whatnot, but like this sign has been here for so long and this base has been here for so long. And also in terms of the back, which I kind of want to mention, in the last episode I said that I want to have something in the back, but I honestly feel like it looks good like this. Like I don't know, like it doesn't look amazing, but I just feel like, you know, it almost looks like a mountain. Like you're sitting here farming crops and you just look up at this massive mountain. I don't know, I feel like this just looks cooler than what I had planned before. So basically all we really need to do is fix up this, add a couple more things, finally finish up this island, you know, do the finishing touches on the base, get rid of that, and then I think our base will be done. Which this won't take too long. I mean, I've said that before and it's taken hours, but like this shouldn't take that long at all. And boom, just like that, I have gotten rid of this. And real quick, I'm gonna fix this mistake here. So the wall is done. I'm just gonna fill in some of these holes. I'm gonna fly around and fill these in. And I think after that, this project, which for you has only been like, you know, 1 episode, nothing too much, or 2 episodes actually. But for me, this has been like a long time in the works. And then after that, I finished all the issues that I had with my base, and then I made this mega map here. Which unfortunately, all of the footage that I recorded of me making this corrupted. But anyways, I like looking at this map because you kind of get a feel of where everyone's base is and where everything is. So just for reference, this is my base, this is Turtle's base, this is where the little project that I did earlier was, and this is where Kia I and the challenge games were. And then right over here is where Lightning's base was, and then this is Alpy's base, Rad's base, Classic's base, and then Dora's base. Also, if anyone on the SMP is watching, feel free to update this map if you build anything new. Yeah, I think that will be, well, I just realized I'm like super dark. I did not realize this is getting, you can't even see like my face. It's so like, gee, yeah, that's an issue. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully we can sort out this issue in the next episode. I'm not really sure, but hopefully we can. But quickly, before I end this video, I just want to quickly say that I have kept all of the replay mod footage from the entirety of me making my base, and since we've basically completed the base, I feel like it's only right that I show all of the replay mod footage of me making the entirety of my base all in one time lapse as kind of an outro to this video. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and the next episode is going to be interesting.